We're like 2 minutes from starting the show.
Yeah.
Like, for realsies.
For realsies. Caitlin Bennett is fucking hilarious.
Who's that?
She's one of those real far right-wing women. She said, honestly, letting women vote in this country wasn't one of the best ideas. Females vote with emotion and overwhelmingly support democratic feel-good policies that take away our actual rights. I would rather lose my right to vote than lose my right to defend myself with a firearm. Atta girl. I love it when women say what I'm thinking. Did you see Sam Raimi confirmed today that he's doing Strange 2?
Oh, is he? Nice.
I said, I never thought 14 years ago when I made that reference in Spider-Man 2 that I'd actually be directing a Doctor Strange movie. I don't remember what the Strange reference in there was.
Beats me.
I suppose I could look it up real quick.
I know Spider-Man 3 sucked. That's all I remember.
Sony's garbage, though. They were like, you gotta shove all of this shit into this movie.
Yeah, it was. Because how many villains did they have? Like 4?
It was a ridiculous number. Oh, man, they're finally on the last episode of Clone Wars.
They did that same thing with the Batman franchise, though. They kept throwing villains into it.
Yeah.
And they kept making them worse.
Yeah.
When Venom should have been a multi-movie Venom, or there should have been one where he was the antagonist and then he was an ally, and then they could have had the anti-hero spin-off.
Yeah, he could have been the secondary antagonist in the second one, and then they could have done Maximum Carnage for the third one.
Sure.
You remember that NES game with the red cartridge?
Oh, yeah.
SNES game?
Maximum Carnage.
Great.
All right.
I'm just going to share this to another page real quick, and then we can go. Derek can arrive when he arrives.
Oh, that's mine. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's my microphone.
Clone Wars. They did that same thing with the Batman.
I guess I'm going to try it from here. Hold on.
I don't know that anyone actually fucking follows me on the Twitter. Thanks, Ron.
What did he say?
He said hair looks sharp, Hudds. I cut it off. I tried something and it didn't work out, so I went back to the old standby. It's hard to fuck this up.
All right, let's fuck.
All my beauty's in my eyes anyway.
All right, let's try to avoid that echo there. For whatever reason, it's not letting me share it to another page. No, well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the intro music.
Hooray!
Thank you guys for humoring me today. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Do-do-do-do. It's the Time Spent Poorly program with your super awesome host / engineer, Edwardo. Yeah. Constant contributor, Hudds. Myself, the beard. I just show up, drink beer, and talk on occasion.
On occasion.
What are we going to dive into first? We could start Lady Rushmore and see if Derek shows up.
Well, we got a couple of news articles we can tap into real quick before we get into the nitty gritty. I say we do a little bit of Coronawatch because obviously that kind of all leads into a couple of the articles and stuff. So let me dial this music down. Look at me.
Corona was horseshit. And
the whole thing is off. Idaho's decided. The residents of Lewiston, Idaho, were out en masse on Monday.
They have been
we have all decided that it is over.
Yeah,
Except
I don't think they cared in the first place. We have 9, according to CDC reporting.
9 cases?
No, 9 deaths. All of them over 50. I think it's
swept through Life Care Center.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 female, 3 male, or 5 female, 4 male.
Is that a new statistic as of today?
As of earlier this afternoon, yeah.
Oh.
Condolences to their family, but people die.
Maybe they were just old. I don't know. Like once somebody hits about 80, 85, everything is borrowed time.
They just didn't get to pick their cause of death.
For American males, it's once you hit 78.
Yeah. Yeah. American females, however,
coming in with statistics.
American females is
90 something now, isn't it?
82 maybe.
They can bitch and moan and let steam off that we can't because we're not allowed to feel feelings that aren't anger.
That's the only feeling I have.
I've got like 4. I'm a multifaceted individual. I'm pretty sure the whole thing is a hoax. I get that some people have died, but 80,000 people in America die of the flu every year, and that's more than this has killed worldwide. Especially
more people
if you
die
count
from heart disease.
I'm not sure what the stat on that is, but I know it's over 200,000 a year. And if you look at that world clock that I sent you guys, that just keeps track of births and deaths,
that is
always outpaced.
Depressing.
Isn't it just hurt you watching the population rise like that?
Yeah,
we need a couple of things that sweep through and cull those that shouldn't be.
Well, I can see the argument that it's overwhelming the healthcare system, but I'm sure it is because it's. I mean, you see coverage of it. I mean, it's not. This isn't wag the dog. They can't wag the dog on that one. So,
can they not?
Walters says,
really?
Hey. You don't think so?
Oh yeah, they can.
They feed us just about everything we see anymore is fake.
That false mass grave on that Potter's Field in that island in the Bronx that I shared the other day.
On that. You don't think that's real?
No, that's how they bury people that aren't claimed and don't have. If you don't have any money to pay for a plot, and
or
you're
you're
homeless,
unclaimed, or
no one claims
anything.
you.
There are as of 2018, there were 8.4 million people in New York City. How many people die a day? Seriously, if there's 8.4 million.
So what are your thoughts? Do you think that they are just giving coverage to the fact that they're doing the mass grave there now and burying people? Then like they're
Probably isn't even a new photo.
No, it probably was taken years ago.
It's pure hype.
I don't believe it. The closest I've come to it is my mom's boyfriend's like nephew and his family. They all had it. They all got better. That's as close as
that was an age range from young child through
40.
Well, then his parents got it. They're 60s.
Yeah,
and they lived too.
And
they tested positive for it, but the only symptoms that I heard that they had, and my information is a little outdated, they lost their sense of smell and taste.
Ooh, damn.
Well, one of the things I think is a little bizarre is that like everybody wants us to like put RFID chips and shit on us or download an app to see where we've been.
I refuse.
They just need to watch our cell phones.
Right.
Really? I mean, they've already got that.
They're already doing that. They can do what they want us to download the app for, but they'll make a lot less. It'll be a lot less of a headache if they encourage people to download the app. They can do they can find out where everybody's been already. They have us fucking low jack already.
When people who aren't downloading apps are getting text messages, hey, you were close to somebody who had the COVID, or you were in the general vicinity of someone who tested positive. You need to stay home and self-quarantine for 15 days.
Is that happening?
No, not me, no.
Well,
but I've seen that. I mean, I've seen that enough times on the internet that I believe it just as much as they're digging mass graves in the fucking New York City. I just, none of it is true.
And we're still a ways off from microchipping people and stuff, but they're
Bill Gates is pushing
getting in there. They're getting in there, and you just got to lay the groundwork.
Gates is the fucking devil.
Watch. You have to make it. You have to make it people's idea.
He paralyzed 500,000 children in India. He's a piece of shit.
He did.
Yeah. With a polio vaccine.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates' charitable organization.
Oh, okay, you need to tell me more about this.
Push some vaccines on India. He's getting sued in the courts in India. I've seen like 3 articles on it today, and I wasn't even looking into it. It was just stuff coming up on Reddit. He and his charitable organization.
What country was that? India?
India. Something like 493,000 children are paralyzed due to complications from polio.
Its polio vaccination efforts in India have not paralyzed.
Oh, is that Snopes?
It's trutherfiction.com.
Huh.
That's just ran by
Snopes says it's false, though.
That's ran by Hillary Clinton and Pizzagate people. So
Snopes is? Yeah. Snopes is a problem. Nope. I'll believe that as much as I'll believe fucking mass graves that I've never seen or knew about before, because there's something like 17 deaths an hour in New York just based on population. I can't remember what the stats were. How many deaths daily in New York? How many people die in New York every day? In 2015, there were 153,623. That comes to 420.88 per day, with heart disease and cancer as leading causes.
See, 420 people a day?
Yeah. And that was an answer from 2018. That's not some new thing.
Well, and that's when the population was 8.4. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's probably creeping towards 9 now.
And when they said something, oh, who's that that lady that used to be a Democrat She's black, and she moved to the Republican Party, and she was leading that Blexit. Oh, what's her name? She's another fun one to follow on Twitter because of what people say to her, how she's a traitor to her race and everything else, because she doesn't like Democrats enslaving the fucking black population with welfare.
Is she a politician?
Not yet. She probably will be after this. She's been talking about getting into it lately. What was her name?
I'm just looking to see. I'm typing in
Blexit.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. I can't find it. I can't pull a name. Not with your search criteria. Lady doesn't like Dems enslaving people in welfare.
I thought you just looked for Blexit. Is that BLEXCIT?
Yeah.
XIT. What is Blexit? Candace Owens explains plan to lead.
Candace Owens, that's her name.
Candace Owens.
Lead black exit from Democratic Party. Impact 2020.
Yeah. She's been tweeting about the the pandemic since it started.
Oh man, now Jay Inslee's talking about releasing people from prison so that they don't die of the COVID.
But they're arresting people who go to church. That's fucking awesome. Good for you, Inslee. Maybe you should go French kiss a muzzle somewhere. I don't even like that side of the fucking river. I only go there because that's where Costco is.
Yeah. I haven't been out since last week. I think you guys would be proud of me because you criticized me very much for being a jet setter the previous times, but I haven't been out.
You were really traveling around.
You were really going out
and
there.
it was all pretty needless.
Well, I had to go get a battery, but I
Did you have to?
Well, no, not. I didn't have to, but I did out of the.
Did you take your kids with you?
No. Just went myself. I'm not going to take my kids everywhere with me.
That's a plus.
Total deaths in DC from COVID. Make a guess.
12.
You're a little low, but not. It's two digits.
79.
69.
That's made up. That's Reddit numbers.
No, Candace Owens put it up 7 hours ago. Just had a police officer call over to me and my husband at Whole Foods because we weren't wearing masks. We come to this Whole Foods every day. Apparently, beginning yesterday, it's now illegal to come in without a mask. Total deaths in DC from COVID, 69. What the fuck is going on?
I've changed my routine. I only go to A&B twice a day now.
You're going twice a day?
I deliver their mail.
Okay. Yeah, I still haven't been out. I probably won't go out again until this weekend, and it'll be to get milk, and I'm just going to go to RA and be up here.
Texas is ending their lockdown. I think Idaho needs to follow suit.
I hope they do. Little's supposed to say something tomorrow.
Is he? Okay.
Just use your best judgment, people. I know I talk about how people suck and they don't have good judgment, but if you're feeling sick, stay the fuck home. If you have old people in your life, don't visit them. Call them on the phone
for a little while.
No,
I've talked to Grandpa on the phone twice since this nonsense started. They're having their meals are delivered every day. They figured out grocery delivery. I think this has been great for them because they won't call me every time they need to go to the store now.
Yeah, don't shake hands. Wash your fucking hands, you gross Neanderthals. And don't get up in people's grills. Just mind your own business.
You need a shower every day. It's not hard to do.
There are so many people that don't shower every day.
I know.
More than I can count.
Which is gross.
I can't
had 2
imagine. I can't
showers
even wake up
yesterday.
in the morning. I'm a zombie.
Mara had 2 baths yesterday too.
And I
she,
think.
she shit all over the living room.
She shit all over the living room. I love it when kids shit because they just don't. There's no. It's not like they at any point during their shit decide to like, oh, I'm making a mess. I gotta. They just keep going.
She's only a year. And
right, exactly.
a half old. I'm excited she initiated going piss on the toilet yesterday. She's in the big time now.
I looked out the window today when I was in the kitchen doing some dishes, and my daughter is always running around outside. She's 7, and I had to yell at our German Shepherd because, like, I looked out there and my daughter's coming through the gate, and my German Shepherd's up, like, dry humping her. Basically, I'm like, I wonder, and I had to yell at the dog. I'm like, I wonder how many times my daughter gets dry humped going to and from someplace because she was trying to shut the gate and couldn't like get the dog off her. So the dog just like jumps on her and starts dry humping her. There outside. And I'm like, wow, how much of that does she have to endure before I come along and see the one time?
Jesus.
Does she laugh and say, "Oh, the dog's hugging me"?
Yeah. Aria, stop.
We went to somebody's
email
house
down.
for dinner, and he had like 110-pound lab, just this big ass chocolate lab, and it kept humping Alex, and Alex was probably 4, and he was just like, he's like, boy, he really likes me. Like, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, but it is like you.
That's what that red rocket means. Ugh, dogs. I'm on my first and last dog that's actually mine.
Yeah, I think, we always talk a big game about how we're going to be done doing pets after this set of pets, but then we always end up getting another pet to pad to the next. I don't know.
You need to write something down somewhere with the pros and cons of dogs live a long time.
The con list is always longer.
Well, we just had to have a cat put to sleep that was 21 years old. And
did you pay for the 22 round, or did you pay for lethal injection at the?
We did the injection at the vet, and then they had 2. And he was a Maine Coon cat, and he's really fucking he just like meows all the time. So they had to. It was traumatic for my wife, she's had the cat since before she and I met, and they had to put a catheter, or not a catheter. What's the?
When it's a cat, it's a catheter.
Yeah. No, it's not a cat. Is it a catheter? Well, it's basically so that they could inject it into a deal. Maybe it is a catheter for injection.
Oh, where they prep the injection site with a leather tube? Yeah, that's a catheter.
Okay. Is it?
Yeah, there's another name for it too, but it is a catheter.
Okay. So yeah, they had to they had to basically prep him and get him ready to do the injection, and then you could hear him outside of the office like just screaming holy hell. Before they brought him back, because they tried to do the injection, he jerked away. And then, so they took him out, then brought him back, then did the injection. So yeah, my wife was just like done after that. But yeah, we do the whole deal, the cremation. They give her this really fancy urn because she's got another cat that she had to put to sleep about 8 years ago. That's in this glass jar urn type deal.
That seems like overdoing it for a pet.
Mm-hmm.
Chewy will get at most a wooden cross next to the shop.
Orange cat's in an urn.
Is he?
Yep.
Where?
Probably not his ashes, but I can always think they are.
Well, that's the other thing is you got to wonder how many cats they send off to do it once.
En masse, and then they probably don't even weigh out the ashes. They just
kind of like
this
dump
one's
them
full,
over it.
this one's full, this one's half full. We'll just say that's the one that was lighter.
That's the little one. That's the runt.
2.5 pounds, I think, with all the water taken out. No, I'll plant a tree on top of Chewy. Put some peach pits in his gut or something, and
what do the
grow.
peach pits do? Oh,
grow into a peach tree.
Yeah, there you go.
And I can eat my dog.
If the
You'd have
stomach
to bury the dog way too shallow. He'd get dug up.
He'd get dug up by a coon.
He'd get dug up by other dogs.
This is what in high school.
Give him a Viking funeral. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Well, you
Give him
can
the
bury
old
him and
Oscar
plant
Sully.
a tree on top of him, but you can't plant a peach pit inside him. It's just gonna stay there.
You never know.
Don't shit
No,
on
I do
my
know.
jokes,
It won't
dude.
grow.
Don't shit on my jokes. Funny is not
Well, I
reality.
was down with planting a tree on him, but trying to get a peach pit to sprout on a dead dog.
Just a fucking redwood. Plant a redwood on him.
Well, where are you gonna bury him?
Probably right next to the shop. So hopefully it'll be big enough to really
Redwood
fuck up
roots
the
are gonna-
driveway
Yeah, I was gonna say
And,
redwood roots are gonna fuck up your place and the neighbors.
and break all of the neighbors' home foundations. I'm so totally down. I'll be
I
pretty
like
close to
being sued by
going by
neighbors,
then
too.
too.
Speaking of pets, Wayne Newton is being sued after a woman claimed his pet monkey attacked her while she toured his former home.
Was it a sexual attack?
Probably in shit.
Did it grab her by the pussy?
Pull her face off.
It's the second time in 6 months the singer has been sued because of his pet monkey.
Is the monkey named Donald?
I'm going to see if there's a name for the monkey.
Does it have an orange face?
Where are you going with this, Rick?
It's a Trump joke.
Is it an orangutan? Orangutan? In the lawsuit obtained by Las Vegas Review Journal, Crystal Warner said she visited the Casa de Shenandoah, where Wayne and his wife lived for decades, in April 2018. While touring the home, she was asked if she wanted to get a picture with Boo, the monkey. During the
Boo.
process, yeah. She said she was bitten and viciously attacked. In addition to Mr. Las Vegas, as Wayne is commonly known, a handler is also named in the lawsuit. The court documents claim everyone had a duty to exercise due care and keep the dangerous monkey restrained and confined. Defendants knew or should have known that the monkey had a propensity for viciousness and or a propensity to bite or attack. How should they know?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, other than the fact that it's a fucking monkey.
It's a wild animal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand people who keep wild animals. The why of it.
Yeah, I couldn't wrap my mind around that. Joel McHale did a thing with the Tiger King people the other day, which was kind of entertaining.
Was he in Community?
Yeah.
He thinks they're going to make a Community movie.
Does he?
Yep.
I suppose I should get on watching the fucking show, huh?
Welcome to the program, sir.
Oh, hello.
You look pale and sick. Do you have the COVID?
Nope.
How's it going? You want to talk about the exchange?
Are you sure? Have you been tested?
What's that?
Have you been tested?
Well, no, I'm not sick.
Okay. You look kind of sick.
I mean, I'm half drunk. I didn't know we were doing a fucking show tonight. So
You didn't catch that from
well, I mean, we probably fucking mentioned it in the chat room that we use, which is buried 28 pages long in fucking stupid reviews of garbage movies that none of us want to watch.
What was the stupid movie? I missed that one.
What isn't the stupid movie? Anyway, how are things?
Oh, you know.
Good.
Real good.
We're still getting sick.
Are we doing
Everybody's dying.
Instagram now?
What's that?
We're doing Instagram now?
Are we?
You figured that out?
Oh,
No, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought you meant we were. I read it as we were streaming to Instagram.
No. I
Oh,
just
God,
I
we
put
should.
that
That's the
there
popular
because
one,
I didn't
isn't
want to put the Facebook logo if I want to boost this post.
Oh, right.
So instead I've got hold on.
But Facebook doesn't like the way we advertise them. So
It's because he refused to tongue Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
which
there's
is what
not enough
Zuckerberg calls his butthole.
there's not enough spacing, I guess, between around the
Mark
logo.
Zuckerberg.
And it has to you can't have any texture to it. It's a bunch of
it's funny that you said that stuff about Mark Zuckerberg and advertising through Facebook because I literally just watched The Social Network. Like literally had just watched it, where I realized that Aaron Sorkin is actually kind of a piece of shit, just like Wes Anderson, just like James Cameron. Like they love the smell of their own farts. I'm actually amazed they can type so well while they're sucking their own dicks.
the post that you had about that on Facebook came right before the post about the show that we were doing tonight.
Oh, cool. So that was 3 days ago. So all right.
I've been but I put stuff out on the chat yesterday
Cool.
and throughout the day today.
Didn't see any of it.
It's fun.
Nope.
Day drinking.
No, it worked. I work. I have a job, so I
I know,
can't
but
go
you should be
through.
day drinking. You're working from home.
I read. I can't do that. I read whatever. I'll scroll up. I give it one nice scroll. But if it's buried in, when it says like I've missed 20 chats, no, I'm not reading 20 chats.
It
I'll
always
read.
says I missed 28 chats, and then I still don't
I'll read.
respond.
Yeah, I'll read 7 of those.
So in case you missed this part, we're doing our vaginal Rushmore tonight. That's our big
We
selling
should
point.
get into that. We should.
I knew we were doing our vaginal Rushmore. I just literally thought it was next week. So I saw.
We're off next week.
Yeah, next week would be Elks meeting.
Normally.
That's why we were trying to
last
time.
week was a special because we didn't have Elks.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Look at all the
I'll
garbage
find
beer we're reduced to drinking: Rolling Rock and Coors.
I drink
Jesus.
Coors
Where's
literally
the
every
fucking Henrys.
And Eduardo is drinking fucking Crown Royal.
Yeah.
he's
That's
he's
only because he
removed
works
the
from home.
gloves tonight.
I quit drinking whiskey.
Anyway,
Did.
It's been a while now.
I apologize for dropping the ball, gentlemen.
It
We don't
happens.
care.
We've only had
Some here.
3 comments that weren't us.
Yeah, light night.
So where do we get on the Rushmore? What do you guys have so far?
We
haven't
haven't
started. We were doing Coronawatch first.
Well, then I missed the dumbest part anyway, so let's do it.
Yeah. You want to start with yours?
Oh, no, you guys go first. I got to figure out who my 4 are. It's easier for me to list my 4 that I hate more than my 4 that I like.
Well, that's true.
January Jones is the Rushmore of the shitty actresses.
Who's that?
January Jones?
I don't
No.
think I know who that is.
January Jones. She's from Mad Men.
Oh, January Jones.
Yeah, January Jones.
Got it.
All right,
Oh.
I'll figure it out right now.
Oh,
though.
sure.
I was glad the cancer killed her.
Yeah.
It just couldn't happen
She's
fast.
She's alive in real life, though.
He doesn't have to pretend that. He'll never see her. He can pretend the cancer got her.
She survived. She wasn't too bad in Last Man on Earth.
Oh yeah, I'll concede. I'll
But
concede that.
that show had a good ensemble to lean on too.
Yeah, she's not really leading the battle on that one, is she?
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's Christian Shaw, the main guy, Will Forte.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ted Danson's wife, Mary Steenburgen.
I love her.
We just
I
got
do
to
love
call
her too.
She's an honorable mention just for, I mean, if nothing else, Back to the Future
For
3
Rush- yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and Step Brothers. Oh my God. Mom, you don't understand. You were yelling rape. I heard my grown son yelling rape.
Well, and her part on Larry David's show, Turbulent, that's really good too. Funny. Her part, she's playing herself.
Ted's really good on The New Place, or The Good Place, The New Place,
Yeah, The Good Place is actually a really good show.
I love that show.
which will lead into one of mine, who is Kristen Bell. I think she's fantastic. And
Are you starting
deserves it? Sure.
Yeah, might as
Nobody
well.
else is.
I love it. Kristen Bell, it's a great start. Yeah.
She can do bad, like in Heroes. She was just evil, and she can do good, like Princess Anna. She can do nasty trailer trash, like The Good Place. She's just got range to her that you don't see that often.
I didn't even
And she's
remember
spunky
Kristen
and
Bell
cute.
was in Heroes.
Yeah,
Really?
she was.
like throwing.
Yeah, the
Stephen
psycho lightning man.
Tobolowsky was her dad.
The
The guy that could turn things to gold. Great power. Great power.
Well, and I
Everything.
also heard that the Veronica Mars show is actually pretty good.
Oh,
It is a
shit.
good show.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then
I
also
love her.
she's in that. What was that Star Wars? God damn it! The movie where they're all trying to go watch Star Wars.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Fanboys.
Fanboy. Yeah, she's good in that.
That's an
So was
excellent choice.
Shatner. My second one
That's
is Kathy
underrated.
Bates because she's Kathy Bates.
Oh, that's a
I
good
don't-
one.
I mean, all you have to do is watch Misery or Dolores Claiborne. She does great in obscure Stephen King movies.
Fried green tomatoes. She's good in.
She was
You
a
ain't playing no
little-
foosball.
We're playing no foosball, baby.
She's awesome in one season of The Office. She's in one season of The Office, and she's fantastic.
But she's almost like in 1.1 season of The Office.
She
She
did go a
I
little.
didn't mention her in 9, but not. Yeah,
I thought she had like a scene.
she's never in 9, and she's hardly in 8. Because Robert California ends up being her
Oh,
CEO.
Right.
So she's not even in a full season of The Office.
But that's all you need.
Yeah,
She's great.
She bumps ratings. She's a stunt casting.
She's the only likable part of Titanic.
Oh yeah, you're right, Ron.
Sean changed his profile picture.
To a dumpster.
I'm on the
fire?
show. I got to change it.
I change it. And then Charlize Theron will always be on all of my lists because God, I don't think there's a better looking woman on the planet.
I just don't like her in real life.
Is she? What is she? A lefty?
She's one of those with a 5-year-old kid who thinks it's
Identifies
transgender,
Oh,
and she's cool with that.
way to ruin Charlize Theron for me.
I'm sorry. No, dude, look it up.
And my last is Helen Mirren.
Oh, Helen Mirren is a shoe-in. She's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
Those are
she
good.
makes she makes the whole thing stand up.
She has a rockin' bod to this day.
I know, and she's better looking now than when she was in her 20s. You look at pictures and you're like, wow.
I don't know. Do you remember Excalibur? She was pretty money in Excalibur.
I haven't seen that since we were children.
I've got it on VHS
That's awesome.
and DVD.
And that's
Motherfucking Patrick Stewart is in that. And Liam Neeson.
and Liam Neeson. Liam
Excalibur,
Neeson's
rock your face.
fantastic. But that's
I like
my,
yours. I'm disappointed Kate Blanchett wasn't on there.
I
I really like Kate Blanchett.
could see that.
That's not bad.
She
that all
has
you?
fucking range.
Yeah, I had 4+ an honorable mention. Kristen Bell, Helen Mirren, Kathy Bates, and Charlize Theron was my Hall of Presidents.
Well, you have.
It's funny how we lean kind of English. I would put Dame Judi Dench in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could be in there. So here's. Do you want to hear mine?
Sure.
Go.
Okay. I also have Kathy Bates for all the same reasons. I think she's just a phenomenal actress. There's not much you could put her in that she's not going to elevate with her performance. She just doesn't. She brings it every time. And then another one, which was kind of an outside pick, was Margot Martindale. She's like TV's Kathy Bates.
Ooh, man. The funny thing about that is
Margot Martindale.
I've been watching BoJack Horseman, and holy fuck, he's like character actress Margot Martindale.
That's great. That's a good choice.
She's also wasn't she on that show with?
She's in Justified and rocks the hell out of Justified.
Oh, her season in Justified is one of the best.
She's also on Dexter.
Want some of my apple pie?
She does it. She has a good role in Sneaky Pete on Amazon Prime too.
Yeah, she's a solid one.
Ron says Kate Blanchett's on his. So yeah, Margot Martindale, I really like a lot. This one's a little bit different, but I think with the exception of her getting short shrift in Doctor Strange, Rachel McAdams is.
Rachel McAdams was on mine as well, but she just does it for me. Wedding Crashers, oh, she melts my heart every single time.
Her smile.
Yep.
That dimple.
She seems so genuine.
Yeah.
She's also
and in Mean Girls, the dimple just looks evil.
She's in Spotlight also, where she plays like a serious like reporter. Mm-hmm. She's really good in that movie. That's just a good movie in general, but yeah.
Well,
she's an outstanding Irene Adler too. Probably my favorite.
And then my fourth is Betty White.
Ooh.
I find her awfully one note.
Oh,
yeah, I sure don't. I
don't think she's talented so much as she's likable.
Yeah, she doesn't have that acting range or she just hasn't been cast or taken those roles. But Rushmore.
She
needs her own statue somewhere.
Yeah. There's a tribute to Betty White
like Jefferson or
documentary that was made a couple years ago.
I think I watched that one actually just recently.
Yeah, I think I saw it either on Hulu or Netflix.
I saw it on Netflix. I think it's really good.
It's so good. It takes a deep dive back into like her
game show days.
A lot of stuff you probably don't know about. Like I didn't know about it. I mean, like the game show stuff. Like
I think I like Betty White as a person better than probably anybody on my list, but I don't think I'd put her on mine just because she just doesn't have. She's not really an actor.
She's there for me because of the breadth of her work, I think, more than anything, just because she's been around so long. And
I think you're looking at length of her life and not breadth of her work.
Right.
She hasn't done anything that's too dissimilar from Betty White. She comes on a show and she's Betty White.
Yeah, and then like Golden Girls, she was Betty White but stupid. And The Match Game was really some of her best stuff because she's just funny.
Right.
She's got a real way of delivering jokes that you don't see a lot in females, especially in the 70s.
Okay, I'll take that. I could take that. It's her personality that I like, but I'm still putting her on the Rushmore.
That's cool. It's your Rushmore. You're the one that's going to dynamite it out at the side of a mountain, not me.
On Indian like preserved lands.
Yeah.
They didn't need those anyway. It's all used up.
I'm going to take this for Betty White.
Do the Betty White guard dance. Jesus.
One more?
No, I did mine. I got Kathy Bates, Margot Martindale, Rachel McAdams, Betty White.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty good, yeah. Am I it?
You're on.
That's I got him. Number one, I got Sigourney Weaver.
Fantastic. I thought about her as well.
Man, just even
About her a lot.
with the Aliens movies alone, I think she single-handedly saves Avatar. I hate that movie, but she's good in it. I think she's amazing in Galaxy Quest.
I just watched a doc on that yesterday.
What's that?
I just watched a documentary on Galaxy Quest yesterday.
I'll have to check that out. You have to send that to me. She's also amazing in Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Just love her. Good old Sigourney. Love her.
Yep. She's the best part of Ghostbusters too.
Harold Ramis was going to direct Galaxy Quest initially.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was in a documentary. I'll find it and I'll send you the link.
Yeah,
I want to see what streaming service is on. I think it's Amazon, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Number 2, I went with Tilda Swinton.
Oh,
that's an
why.
interesting choice.
I don't like her, but I understand why. She's a
great actress.
Really puts me off. She just looks like alien.
She's completely androgynous.
I think that's the reason why I like
David
her.
Bowie better than most men.
I think that's the reason why I like her. I like that she's so androgynous. She could play a male or a female role. It does not matter. I'm thinking of like Constantine.
Gabriel and Constantine. She owns fucking face.
So good. And then she's also great in Doctor Strange. I love her. She's also really good in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is not a good movie.
She's great in everything she's in.
Yeah, she's really good.
Because she doesn't take bad roles.
Yeah, no.
I disagree with you a little bit on The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I think it was a decent movie for the time. I don't think that it necessarily holds up. And I think
it's slightly geared towards the younger crowd, though, as well.
Yeah,
right.
It is not Lord of the Rings. And it tries really hard to be up there like Lord of the Rings.
And I don't know if it's good for its time because I hated it when I watched it in theaters. So I don't know if it is good for its time, but
when did it come out though? Because like I went through a parent period. We were getting ready to have kids, so I was like really I was probably in parent mode already by then.
I like Liam Neeson as Aslan though.
Oh yeah, no, he's great. Yeah. And then also she's great in Burn After Reading. She's just I think she's a great actress in general.
She is.
Ron says Tilda Swinton is fucking amazing in Suspiria.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton. I would agree with that.
Yeah, she's great. Also, she's kind of like the mutated version of Kate Blanchett.
Yeah,
I see it.
Yeah,
the color of Elmer's glue.
She spent just a little too much time at Chernobyl.
But she takes way better roles than Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, she's had a few rough ones.
Yeah. My fourth one is Toni Collette.
Oh, also a real uggo.
Is she?
No, well, she not okay. I
mean, sure.
Tilda Swinton's not an uggo. That's really heinous to say. But she's not.
No,
like,
it's not heinous.
Conventionally attractive, but yeah, Toni Collette was actually the person that came to mind when you said Tilda Swinton. It's like I feel like those two are similar in that they look unconventionally or conventional. They look unattractive to me. Somehow she can. Toni Collette can somehow look attractive in some roles that she plays.
I think the first movie I saw her in was Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh yeah. Oh, actually, that's not my finally. I'm sorry. I had one more. I have one more also, obviously.
An alternate?
No. Oh no. I have Sigourney Weaver, Tilda Swinton, Toni Collette. I haven't given my fourth. I just went in my wrong order. So I love Toni Collette because in every movie she's in, it might not be the best movie, but god damn it, she gives it so much. Like she acts the hell out of whatever movie she's in.
She definitely needs to smile in her pictures.
See, she looks her nose, but then there's ones where, if she does, like that one, kind of looks like Gollum a little bit.
She has really large features, like Anne Hathaway.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm going quite by looks on my.
Her eye space is.
Oh, we're totally not going by looks. Two guys pick Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
And we not once sexualized her.
I wouldn't fuck Kathy Bates with your dick.
I think I'm just more on like I guess basically my Rushmore is the same as my men Rushmore, which is basically if these people are in a movie, I'll probably watch the movie.
Fuck yeah. Who's number 4?
Frances McDormand.
Yeah,
that's a good pick.
Yeah,
great actress. in some good movies. Does not choose bad roles.
What was that Billboards movie she was in?
3 Billboards.
It's really good.
And
love
she
that
was God in Good Omens.
Yeah, she
Fantastic.
She's funny.
God,
And
Sam Rockwell.
She's really
Sam
funny,
Rockwell was
and
amazing in that movie. That movie.
she's
was-
really funny, but she's also she takes her job kind of like Tilda Swinton and Toni Collette. I think she just takes her job very seriously. She wants to give a good product.
they're professional thespians.
There are some people you can tell that they are fans of movies
Yeah,
as well as being actors. Like some of them, like some people are way too into being actors. Like they're just so far up their own ass that it's too much. She doesn't seem like one of those. She seems like she likes to go to the movies.
Right.
And she
She's one that
performs in
will.
such a way that
She doesn't like her headspace doesn't live in Hollywood. Like she can pack up at the end of the day and go home and have like a normal.
Also, I just thought about this.
I don't think it could happen in real life with one of the Coens.
Tilda Swinton and Frances McDormand are both in Burn After Reading, and I think that movie's hilarious.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Wildly underrated as Coen Brothers movies go.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Those are my 4. I think we all had really good choices, though. I could have honorable mentioned Rachel McAdams. I think she's fantastic. Kathy Bates, I agree. Yeah, I like
Still
her.
need the figures, though. We know Kathy Bates.
Bell.
You guys nailed all mine between the three of you. The only one I would have added was Kate Blanchett. She'd have been on mine.
Man, she's one of the best Marvel villains so far. Top 3 with Michael Keaton and Thanos.
Fuck, I forgot she's in that movie, but yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah, because she really plays that all-powerful goddess of death thing up.
Yeah.
And it works. It works, and I
true.
don't think anyone else could have done it.
And she did it in such a way that it was okay. So it
It
wasn't.
didn't seem so campy.
Yeah.
Well, and you didn't like Derek just said. He forgot she was in it. Well, you didn't look at it as a Kate Blanchett role. It's
No,
like
yeah.
watch Angelina Jolie play Maleficent. You're like, oh, that's Angelina Jolie playing Maleficent.
Because Angelina Jolie enjoys the smells of her own farts.
Right. And that's the same.
She's got a real Gwyneth Paltrow-ness about her.
Right.
Well,
And that's
that
the same
doesn't-
reason why a Meryl Streep will never end up on my Rushmore, because I think she's highly overrated for the scope of the work that she's done.
Yeah, she seems to
Definite
hunt
best.
Oscar bait.
A River Wild. Have you watched A River Wild lately? That for some reason that's like one of my wife's favorite movies to queue up every once in a while. I mean, it's a fun movie to watch.
Is Kevin Bacon in that?
Yeah. But she's not chewing up the scenery with her exceptional acting in A River Wild.
No, she's not. You don't take it seriously. I can't picture her on a raft.
No. She did that movie with Steve
Oh my
Martin.
god, I have seen that movie. That's the River Rapid movie.
Yeah. You've seen A River Wild. It's
That
got
movie's
John C.
stupid.
Reilly in it, who's largely underutilized.
That movie sucks.
It's got the dinosaur movie kid in it. He's
That's that's like the equivalency of like somebody queuing up the core once in a while.
And,
Like,
and a waste of David
almost
Pratt
watched
there.
that
And
today.
huh?
I almost watched the core today. 'Cause,
Yeah, I've seen the core. I've seen the core about 100 times. I don't like that movie, but I've seen it about 100 times.
I was watching. There's a something 8, section 8, or something. Anyway, the kid from Arrow and his brother are both in it.
Oh yeah. I want to watch. It's really good.
No, it's not a bad movie, but it's not good either. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. Stephen Amell's a shitty actor, and his brother's not very good either.
is that one that's on Netflix right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I popped it up because it said something about superpowers, and I'm a sucker for superpowers.
Yeah, I glanced at it briefly.
I glanced at it too, but I was like, Stephen Amell and Robbie Amell suck though.
The world is very cool. The premise is very cool. Like, instead of super beings being like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, like they rule the world, they're all just held down, and they like sit outside the Home Depot and get picked up for jobs and shit. Like, I need 2 electrics and 2 whatevers, and everybody's classed and they have powers, and like he's welding with his fingers and doing electrical work and shit. And
Oh, neat.
his mother has ice powers. I don't know what his dad was. But his dad
Cool.
got robbery.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The idea behind it is all right, and then the execution just wasn't there. They probably could have used some people who could act, and it would have been better.
Well, it almost sounds like a show.
Anybody from our list, Tilda Swinton could have played the main character, and it would have been a great movie.
A series or something.
Did you guys know that Lena Headey was in an episode of MacGyver?
No.
In 1994. Can you imagine that? Lena fucking Headey in MacGyver?
In an episode of MacGyver, wow.
Yeah.
I'm down, though. You know, Charles Dance played her dad in a different movie, like 2 years before they ended up on Game of Thrones. He's a high-ranking detective, and she's a street detective. And I don't know, they're trying to solve a murder or something. I fell asleep.
You know, I learned from watching her on Bear Girls is she has rosacea really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Have you guys seen the movie Tiptoes?
Yes. Yeah, Kate Beckinsale and
Matthew McConaughey.
That's
Gary
when I fell
Oldman plays a dwarf.
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette and David Alan Grier.
And Peter Dinklage. That's the movie that I fell in love with Peter Dinklage. There's nothing good about that movie except Peter Dinklage. If it was just him and Patricia
Arquette,
Arquette,
that'd be that bad. That's crazy.
Right? Gary Oldman, Matthew
playing a
McConaughey.
dwarf.
Yeah. Oh god, the special effects are bad.
What movie is that? Are you talking about? Sorry.
It's called Tiptoes.
Oh.
But Peter Dinklage plays this French anarchist revolutionary dwarf. And Patricia Arquette is his girlfriend, and he's drunk or high the whole time and just shouting like incoherent slogans about freedom. It's one of his best performances.
If I'm thinking about a male Rushmore again, because men are going to take over the world.
No, we aren't.
It's finally our
time.
Finally our time.
No, if I'm thinking about that, Peter Dinklage, there's a place for him somewhere. I mean, lower because he's shorter, but like he could be like like halfway down the mountain.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna switch mine, and it's gonna be both genders, and it's just gonna be the 4 main Lannisters. That's mine. Because Charles Dance is magic. Have you seen The Golden Child? He plays the fucking devil, and he's awesome. With Eddie
The Golden
Murphy.
Child is a good movie, though.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Eddie Murphy knows it, and that's why.
Okay, I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
That's why it's worth watching.
I thought it was amazing.
Eddie Murphy is not taking it seriously, and it's perfect. I wish he'd make grown-up movies again. Dolomite Is My Name was amazing.
There's that part where he's getting the dagger. I love the part where he's getting the dagger.
I want the knife.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh,
rose-colored glasses. Nostalgia.
I know.
I love you.
Speaking of, I went back to the Police Academy movies recently because they all came up on Netflix. Do you know who's in Police Academy 7?
There's a 7?
Yeah, they should have fucking
Jesus Christ.
Who?
Christopher fucking Lee.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Is he the bad guy?
No.
What?
No, he's the head of the Russian police that invites Lassard and his crew over. And then fucking now, of course, his name would slip my... He played the Beast, and he played fucking Hellboy, and he was the guy in
Ron Perlman?
Ron Perlman is in it. He's the bad guy. And he's young Ron Perlman. He is not craggy face Ron Perlman. Oh, fuck. Those movies hold up, though. They are exactly as good as I remember them being when I was a child. That and Bloodsport. There he is. There he is. You see that, Rick? There's your boy.
Yeah, Christopher Lee is an amazing man.
I almost didn't recognize him the first time he was on screen. I was like, Jesus Christ, that looks like Christopher Lee.
Guess what it is?
And Ron Perlman looks awesome too. I love that movie.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I forgot or had blocked it from my memory, but I was so surprised when we fired that one up. Number 6 is
7. I thought it ended at 6.
No, 6 was a good movie though.
Was that
Miami
City Under
Beach.
Siege?
Yeah, it was. Bubba Smith is the best thing about the Police Academy movies.
When he picks up the Vespa and he just carries it around.
Everything about him. I had that action figure when I was a kid. They had Police Academy action figures. There's Ron Perlman getting chewed out by G.W. Bailey.
Doesn't look like quite the monster they turned out to be.
No. Those giant hands.
What does he say? Something like, I'll reach into the belly of a yak and pull out its still beating heart. And that'll bring your brother back to life? No, Mom, I'm hungry.
That's for Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol.
That was my favorite.
Oh, I figured it was like a Hellboy quote.
Oh, no, that was Bubba Smith.
And then Tackleberry starts up his chainsaw and cuts out of the body bag.
You can take the mask off now, Tack. Sharon Stone's in that one. She takes off in a balloon with Steve Guttenberg at the end.
Because Steve Guttenberg is just that fucking cool.
Those movies are so great. Oh, you know who's in number 6? Dean Norris. For like a second. There's
popped up in a few movies that as like just kind of a regular guy.
Lethal Weapon 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Steve Guttenberg is a guy we could get on the show. I bet we could get him for 10 minutes for $100.
I bet we can get him for 10 minutes for free if he's got something coming out in the next 15 years.
I don't think so. I think because he's been showing up on Ballers and stuff now.
Oh, well then we could get him on there to promote that.
He's resurfaced with a bit of relevance, so I don't think he's quite at the unrelevant stage anymore.
When we were researching that thing where you pay money to have them read you a greeting, Steve Guttenberg was getting back to people within an hour.
What was that called again?
Celebrity something or other.
Cameo, right?
Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, a cameo.
We should get the Good on anyways. I just want to ask him about his role in that movie with that dolphin and that dog.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that one either.
I wouldn't ask him about that. I'd be like, short circuit, man.
Chris Hansen's still only $50. LeVar
He
Burton
pegged me for a child
109.
molester, so no. Sorry, Chris Hansen, you're not getting on this show.
Sean Astin is $295.
And how long is that? Like for $295, do you get him?
You kind of just pick what you want him to say.
It could seriously be 10 seconds.
Zeus and Roxanne. I had to look it up.
I don't know if I've even heard of that.
I might have been a child when this movie came out.
Roxanne was a Steve Martin movie based on the Cyrano de Bergerac story.
And it was really, really good.
Zeus and Roxanne came out, so I wasn't even a teenager yet.
It has the best sports equipment fight ever filmed.
Who mows your nose hairs?
Who mows your nose hairs?
Kato Kalin you can get for $50.
He'd have to shit on something for me to actually watch.
He's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to shit on something now.
Evacuate your bowels on a record. I don't care which one. Maybe a Beatles album.
Some of these people's prices are absurd.
I should just
Yes,
put
they
myself
are.
on there.
But we already have a show where we go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. There's new people, though, since then. Simon Rex, $59.
I don't even know who that is.
KPPX Oedipus.
He was in the Scary movie where he played like the Joaquin Phoenix role to Charlie Sheen's character.
Like the rapper part.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, he's the best part of that movie. The best part of that movie is where he's like, "I be rapping, you be tapping, it be happen, ning."
I don't know what his actual Wikipedia is.
No.
I'm not even sure what like Simon Rex is.
When he walks out of the room.
Oh, he is an American actor, rapper, comedian, and model. Rising to fame as an MTV VJ, Rex later became an actor known for What I Like About You, starring in 3 films. Starring in 3 films of the Scary Movie franchise and National Lampoon's Pledge List. He later developed a rap persona, Dirt Nasty, and had several solo albums and co-founded the supergroup 3 Loco.
Not quite 4. That should be their number 1 single of all time.
They should just call it. Yeah, their number 1 single is Not Quite 4. It's titled Not Quite 4.
Have you seen about all these old movies where actors are getting back together to do something from their living rooms for Corona and shit? The Wonders. What movie were they from? It was Tom Hanks and all those
I know
kids.
which one you're talking about.
That Thing You Do.
That Thing You Do. That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. And then all the people from that are getting together to do something, some kind of online thing.
Did you guys? Speaking of that, did any of you guys watch any of Saturday Night Live? What they did?
No, I did not watch any of it.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live
the other day just to see what they were doing with it.
I mean,
it's not bad.
No, I mean the one thing I watched was like the Zoom skit where they're like they're a bunch of workers and they're doing like a Zoom conference, and it's funny. I mean, I didn't watch the whole show. I have no idea how they did the whole thing, but like at least that bit was really good. Like
did they make it funny as in people hacked in and showed them porn and stuff?
No, it was more like they did a bit and then they did this bit where they're all like doing this Zoom conference, but then 2 of the people in the Zoom are like the receptionists that work there who aren't very technologically savvy, and they're like, one of them takes the phone into the bathroom with her, and then like they keep crying because the technology's not working out for them well. It's pretty funny. Like,
it would be funnier if they had people just Zoom bombing them with, like I said, pornography or just weird shit.
Yeah.
Is that what the hack's accomplishing?
Pretty much.
That's
what happens when people do things like that. Like all they do is let's get porn right into people.
Or they like what was the doorbell one where the Ring where the people like basically hijack their intercom system?
I love it.
And they're just, and then like the one guy happens to be like a black guy, so he's like asking him if his kid's all black.
Oh man!
Right. That's pretty good.
America. I love this country. It's just so many piles of shit.
Yeah. Upon piles of shit.
We have fun here. Well, if you guys get, I didn't watch the whole SNL, but if you get a chance, look up some of those skits, though. I mean, a couple of the skits are funny.
And it sounds like
Tom Hanks hosted it.
Did he really?
It's honestly funnier with the way it is right now because it was so relevant. I mean, like I don't know how many you can do like that.
Falls out of the box.
What was that?
You're challenged to do something that is different than what you've been doing.
Yeah.
So you kind of
just as we were challenged to do this,
right?
Shit.
Exactly. You have to find a different way to be creative, and it makes it interesting.
I don't like this microphone. I don't like being at my house. This whole show is an excuse to get me out of my house to drink and not at the bar.
Yeah, I'd rather go to a place and do this show. I have 2 other shows that are this format, and I'm fine with keeping those shows this format. But it's nice to go to a location and do a show.
Yeah, I feel like we've lost a lot of magic doing this from our own homes.
I am definitely not as focused.
Maybe in Maybe in 2 weeks we'll be there.
I hope by tomorrow we know if we're going to be there or not.
If tomorrow's the day, right?
Idaho
That's the
leads
day
the
that
charge.
we're.
I mean, I'm gonna follow whatever directions because I don't want to be the person that I don't want to catch the blame shit from whoever.
Sure.
If something like did happen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, like if we all died of the COVID.
Yeah, no, suddenly I get the virus and then I spread it like wildfire through the family, and it's going to be. It wouldn't even necessarily. I could get it anywhere, but it would be because we did the podcast.
You got it too,
And then you got it from me.
At the fucking
A fucking
Home Depot.
mailman.
Tomorrow, the stand-up comedy club at LCSE. Well, I'm gonna get them all on this, and we're gonna do our club meeting / social / stream.
How long has there been a stand-up comedy club?
Well, they just started this semester.
Okay.
And you just started the Facebook page today.
Well, the Facebook page was made a little bit ago, but none of them had done anything with it. So I was like, hey, if you guys really want to like do something serious with this, let's invite people. So they made me an admin on it, which I should have been in the first place. I'm actually the club advisor for that.
You should have been the admin.
Well, I made that, dude. I'm making them do the work. Like they can make me an admin, but like they have to do the work. I don't get paid to do it. Like I don't mind. Well, they don't get paid.
There any good-looking co-eds in that class? Club?
I don't know if I can say that because I'm the advisor for it. So I probably
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah. Why do you save that for an off-air question?
I'll take the question afterwards.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and say no because it's stand-up comedy.
Yeah, comedians
Even
aren't good looking.
if they were attractive, once they give their jokes, they're not attractive anymore. Like that.
Because they're probably not funny either.
Random fucking Netflix shows. This one with Dave Chappelle and Norm Macdonald came on today, called Screwed, and it's from 2000. So it's 20 years old. I'd never seen it before. Danny DeVito is fucking gold.
Yeah,
he's gold in everything.
He plays this crazy ass mortician.
Yeah,
named Grover Cleaver. Everybody's name is like a president. Norm Macdonald's character's name is Willard Fillmore, and fuck, I can't remember what Dave Chappelle's name was, but I was like, God, they're all presidents.
It's a good movie though.
It turned out to be funny. Like the first 15 minutes really did not have it, and then it got better. Like I even looked over at Jenny and I was like, this is everything 20 years ago was bad. And then and then it I don't know, Danny DeVito showed up and turned it into a movie. And Sarah Silverman was in it too.
She's tolerable.
Yeah, well, she was young and pretty then too.
I did actually
I'd still bang her just to have her talk dirty to me.
I did.
Yeah, she's not jamming her politics down your
Unfortunately, she's going to talk to you dirty like the character from Wreck-It Ralph, and so you're going to be really creepy.
Thankfully, I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph.
By the way, I want to say a joke that I said on Ron's Facebook, but it was still hilarious to me. Ward made a joke about the apocalypse facial hair that he gets, and I said, and I still believe this, that the apocalypse is going to come and someone's going to show up and see Ward and think like, oh man, he just couldn't wait to wear leather and studs. Like, like Jesus Christ, he just got here to the apocalypse and he's already wearing leather and studs because nobody will be able to tell how long he was there because his beard will be just what it is right now.
That's true.
He's got it waiting in the closet.
Good stuff. Yeah, man, that was fun. That was a funny comment. That was a funny thread, actually. That was a good thread in general.
If we had put the show information on there, you'd have known.
Yeah, you would have. It was the one time I looked at a Facebook thread and I saw that one.
Oh,
that's good. I'm thinking we gotta start doing calendar invites, man. That's what I live by is the goddamn calendar.
Is that a Google Calendar thing?
Make it so.
Otherwise, well, I mean, yeah, I have it. But that's the thing is I had it set on my calendar for next week.
Yeah. Well, you remove that and put it the following one.
Well, yeah, I better fucking fix it now, huh?
You're gonna show up to this thing next week and be all pissed off.
Yeah.
No, he'll be messaging us on Facebook Messenger. Where the fuck you guys at? Why aren't you ready to go?
Rick will wake up from his stupor next morning with 58 missed messages.
And ignore them all. He won't even know what happened.
If I had 50 missed messages, that'd be the time I exited the conversation.
It's actually not a terrible idea to do invites on those, though.
Oh no, it will happen.
Actually, is a good idea. Yeah, actually, now that I say it out loud, actually is a really good idea.
Where do you do that at now?
Well, I can send them as soon as I fix it. I'll have to fix it on my calendar.
Okay.
Because again, I do have it for next week and not this week.
Right. No, that's not a bad idea. See, I'm not a calendar guy. I've never been like I'll do a little bit like for my kids' appointments and stuff, but I've never been like too tied to a calendar. But I understand where a person might be.
Last year I started a calendar, like a physical calendar, where I wrote down everyone who mattered to me's birthdays, and then this year I got a brand new calendar and I transferred all of those by hand to that physical calendar, and now I can look ahead and be like, hey, yeah, my buddy Troy's got a birthday this week. I'll shoot him a message the day before to show him that I really care and I didn't get it from fucking Facebook.
Right. Or you're on your phone.
Now I don't.
I have all my birthdays plugged into my phone.
I should do it that way.
I like the digital calendar thing though, because 15 minutes before we would have done a show, my phone would have went off and said like, hey, you need to be in the office right now. And I could go, oh shit, I need to go do that.
Oh, Ron says opinions on Michelle Pfeiffer on Mount Rushmore.
I love her.
Yeah,
I do. Honorable
Everything
mention
about her.
I don't
think she's ever done a bad
Catwoman.
job. I mean, there's times when I haven't liked her character, but that didn't reflect on her skill. She's a fantastic actress.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm ashamed that I didn't put her on my Rushmore.
She's great in Catwoman. She's the best Catwoman.
yeah,
By far. Because her Selena Kyle fucking nails it. Her transformation is amazing.
Yeah.
What's that movie that's super sappy with her and Bruce Willis too? God damn it, that movie. Story of Us, yeah. That's a great movie.
To Jillian on her 37th birthday.
Boys.
Fish face, what's his name?
Tequila Sunrise with Kurt Russell and Mel Gibson. Yeah, she's Tony Montana's wife. She was like the love interest from 1982 until 95.
Just when you were blooming.
Yeah. She's probably
I'm interested in blonde-haired girls now. How about that?
Look who likes blondes. Her and Leslie Easterbrook are why I like blondes.
I like that Rick has all these books next to him. Like, look at my library.
Yeah,
but
we got
but he'll read
C.S. Lewis, we got Halo, we got World War One. I don't know what all that stuff is.
It's a good
Stephen
backdrop.
King.
Really,
yeah, it is a great backdrop.
No, it's really good. Yeah, I like it.
I got the Lord of the Rings extended down here.
Do it all out.
I'm gonna take a picture of my kids' bookshelf with just like Dr. Seuss shit and stuff in it, and then
all of these are 2 books deep.
Background.
If you can kind of see that there's books behind
the
books.
I can see that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
These just move around. I move them in like by the shelf, and then I drag the bookcase somewhere, and then I put it up somewhere else, and this is where it is right now.
Yes.
It's like a 35-minute endeavor.
Is that one of those cheap bookshelves, the particle board bookshelves?
Oh no, it's a classy bookshelf. I got it from my grandparents. It was a set of 2, and I think once upon a time Chris got one of them, and then it went somewhere at some point.
Yeah,
we got those. We got like 2 of the shitty particle board ones, which are fine, but they're just shitty.
It's I'm pretty sure it's pine, and it's not fancy, but it's got a lot of history.
Well,
back when I was probably 6 or 7, I pulled It off there, and I was enamored with the paper sailboat on the cover.
What'd you pull off there?
It, Stephen King's It.
Did you read it at 6 or 7?
I read the first page. but it wasn't very interesting. There were too many words. I was 6 or 7.
There you go.
I read some of the first page, and then I wanted to make a paper boat.
Hudds has got that Beauty and the Beast, library going.
I bet you don't know the title of any of those books.
No, this right here is the Canterbury Tales. Oh, you can't see my mouse cursor.
I believe the tantric sex in there.
I believe the Tale of Two
Cities sex is down here. Up over here, this is the Stephen King section.
Okay.
Running Man. That was a Richard Bachman, but we put them together. All of this is Victorian era erotica.
Nice.
Very nice.
I gotta borrow that shit.
But he's got the Tale of Two Cities in there somewhere.
Oh man, this is one of my favorites right here.
Please, Ward, can you highlight Dusty Katzenberger's thing? I want to say something about that.
This is VHS. VH motherfucking S.
My favorite movie. That's my all-time favorite movie.
I know.
Is it anybody's not? Like,
can we talk about this? Dusty, I love you, but you're wrong in so many ways.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock is really good in the movie. Hold on.
Demolition Man.
Sandra Bullock is really good in Speed, and she's really good in Demolition Man. Other words, she is garbage trash water.
Yeah, she's nowhere. She's not an honorable mention or even in the top 10.
I hate almost every movie she's in.
Reface? I would not reface a mountain with her face.
A Time to Kill, she's okay in, but I don't think it's because of her.
I didn't see it.
That's McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson. Brings that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good push.
Yeah,
two of the best actors of any generation.
I'm not a Bullock guy. Never been a Sandra Bullock guy. My grandparents love her. Not a fan.
I got the Citadel. Is that the Citadel? Is that what that's called? There's Sam.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's nice.
I like her all right, but she's definitely not Rushmore.
What's
your book collection over here? You got pallets of them, it looks like.
I think it's the Citadel.
It's just hentai. It's all hentai.
From Game of Thrones.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's Sam right there.
Perfect. There it is. He's standing behind you, just looking at you.
Yeah. It's kind of staring me down.
This is gonna be a lot of fun for the listeners.
But yeah, if you're a listener at this point, you got to get in and like come watch us. Join us live every second and fourth Tuesday at 7 p.m. because we get in here and have some fun.
Yeah, and make the monkeys dance.
It's visual. It's a visual element. Yeah, make the monkeys dance. I can't put that in the thing because it gets blocked.
Oh, that's right. Because
that's racist.
Yeah.
Dancing or
I don't know. I said make us monkeys dance one time, and it blocked it as spam in YouTube. It wouldn't let me put that in the YouTube comments.
It's weird. I didn't know that.
Is this a good amount? Like I feel like I haven't drank enough. I started this bottle tonight.
No, you need to get it at least halfway down.
I was gonna say,
what's your tolerance? That's the fucking question.
Well, he's only got to walk about.
Rick,
40
I'm
feet.
really fat.
I don't know where I am, but I like this.
No. I don't know where am I, but I like this.
Me too.
I don't know where am I, but I like this too.
Me too. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know where am I either.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I like this too. Yes, sir, indeed. That's stupid. That's a dad joke. I'm sorry, yes, sir.
I know.
Is D-Cats flirting with us? Who's so hot?
I think he
Sandra
likes
Bullock.
Sandra
He's
Bullock.
still talking about Sandra Bullock.
Probably.
By the way, if you gotta check out D-Cats this Thursday on Smart Mark Wrestling Radio.
It's a slobber knocker of a time.
Dollars to donuts. His mom looks like Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
should I Google D-Cats' mom?
Yeah, that'll work.
You'd have to Facebook search her.
Well, no, I'll search it on Bing.
Bing will go, use Google.
That would be fun. What happens if you Bing me? Can you actually find me?
I don't know. I'll ask Trish.
That was really good.
Oh,
Yahoo is better. Ooh. I didn't even realize Yahoo was still a thing.
It is.
you see her? Come on, man, get a grip. You know that we all use CompuServe and Netscape Navigator.
Yahoo
Alta
doesn't exist.
Vista.
This is what you look
Alta
like.
Vista.
On,
Oh, there must be multiple
Bing.
Ricks.
Who is that?
It's Rick.
Rick
on
Huddleston.
Bing.
Oh. He's never looked like that.
But I'm
Are you
going to look
sure?
like that at some point. I'm going to shave off this beard and lose.
No,
Come on.
you're
Grow
I'm
a
going to
full
lose
head of
weight in
hair?
my face and grow weight in my body.
no, you're not gonna go shave that beard. You know you're not.
I was close. Week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I even got the clippers out.
What
I
made
just
you
shaved my
change-
balls.
Attaboy.
And then I put them away. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do the beard right now. But I left them out of the case. Like, I'm going to come back and shave my beard.
You did the other beard.
I just didn't do it.
What
Dong beard.
what A, what made you think I'm gonna shave the beard? And then B, what made you change your mind?
He decided.
I don't know. I've
COVID
been really back and forth. This quitting drinking whiskey thing is messed up with my whole metabolism.
Me.
Eating growth. I wish I had.
Part of
Isn't
the
that
fucking
where
video.
people with money go?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Yasir? I
Do I
like.
look rich?
No. He's talking
Dude,
about
look at this wood paneling back here. This isn't money.
Come on, man. That was money in 1971.
he meant
This
the
is
dude.
veneer.
He meant the dude that Eduardo put up.
Oh, okay.
He looks
Who
like he's.
Yasir? I want to know who. This is fun. He's a fun person, or not. I don't know.
I don't know. He looks really sad in his picture.
Yeah.
Just fucking life is tragic.
Well, maybe that's why his name is Yasir
Okay.
Suicide.
It's Arabic for yes, sir. I'm going to kill myself.
He's so sad that he didn't. He could. He's so sad. Hold on. He's so sad that he didn't put a B at the end of it.
He's from Africa. Are you in? What's that place called? God damn! It starts with an M.
Yasir, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Don't commit suicide.
Fuck.
You're fun.
Oh,
I love that you're listening, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
He doesn't even know how he ended up here. He's down some
it's
rabbit
like,
hole.
What am I doing?
love
Yeah,
it.
how did he find this?
Please like our page and watch more of our things.
Become a fan.
Did you know we have a Patreon? Ah!
Where are you and what did you do with my brother? He's in Africa, so I'm guessing Morocco. I'm probably wrong, but that's my guess.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna cough myself to throw one up or something.
That was good. Yeah, that's funny. That's a really funny bit.
Whew.
Half of the fun that we have is the people that comment on the stuff.
How was the COVID in Africa?
Yeah,
Yes,
Hey,
Morocco.
Morocco nailed it! Wow,
First guess.
that was a good guess.
I only know three
what's COVID
Moroccans.
like over there.
Yeah, how is the COVID in Morocco? Are you guys locked down? Are you not giving a shit? Are you not dying? What's happening?
What
Yeah.
is
Have you
the
been to
government of
Morocco?
Morocco like?
What's that?
What is the government of Morocco like? Do they have a monarchy?
I'd have to look it up.
I thought you were talking about Morocco's modern life.
Probably a constitutional monarchy if it's a monarchy.
Politics of Morocco. Parliamentary constitutional monarchy.
I was really close.
You were.
Rick,
It's-
I'm really shocked to see that Rolling Rock.
It was as cheap as Weinhardt's.
Yeah, and rolling.
And I
Rock
can
is not
drink
gonna have
like
cheap
9
Weinhardt.
of these and not be hungover the next day. And I only have 6.
I used to like Rolling Rock, but after I started drinking Weinhardt's, I like the taste of Weinhardt's better. To be honest.
Zach calls Rolling Rock butter beer, and now I have a hard time drinking it. I feel bad about myself.
Butter beer?
Yeah,
It's extra pale. See? It says it right there.
yeah he says it's butter beer.
Extra pay.
Who called it that?
That's just the bottle making fun of you.
I'm not as pale as Derek. Look over here. I got color in this face.
Well, we're in different lighting.
Ooh, lockdown until the 20th.
Oh, that sucks, man.
20th of April. So that's only 6 more days, right?
At least your king has given you an idea of when you're going to be released. Ours hasn't told us yet.
Our king is just exacting more power.
Our king
Don't even start. Don't. No.
Our king doesn't believe it's an actual thing, so it's really complicated over here.
I don't believe it's an actual thing either. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, quick Google. How many deaths in Morocco from the COVID? And we also need to know the population. And what the weather's like right now.
Real.
And how many golf courses do they have?
All factors with COVID.
36.3 million people.
That's actually more than what I thought. There would
They
be.
cover a lot of ground. They got a lot of shoreline.
1,545 total cases.
There's a headline: Corona, 12 die after attending wedding ceremony in Morocco.
Well, we have more attending block parties in California, so.
As of April 14th, the confirmed cases reached 1888, and the number of recoveries reached 217, with a total number of 126 deaths.
That is not very many for a population of 36 million.
No.
And of that and of the picture of Morocco that I posted, most of it's isolated to the tippy tip corner up there.
Just the tip?
It came down across the Strait of Gibraltar there.
Because Spain is a terrible place.
Yeah, Italy got hit pretty bad.
Yeah. By that fake thing. He said they were shut down very fast.
That's helpful.
Well, it's a lot easier when you have a king and he just tells you what to do.
Until they end the shutdown and there's no widespread herd immunity. Yeah, I don't think it's not a real sickness. I just don't think it's as dangerous as they've played it up to be. It hasn't killed nearly as many people as the flu kills every single year, and we already have a vaccine for that.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, you're right. Yep. That's it.
Well, I think what's happening is
there's a simple math problem that's really involved with that. But yeah, but when 1 million people get the flu and 1,000 of them die, that's different than when 100,000 people get one thing and then 1,000 of them die. Like per capita, there's actually more deaths. But no, you're right. No, you're right.
I wish more people would die.
Well, I think it's just.
And I agree with your statement there, but I do believe the math for the normal flu is not working out.
And I don't think it's worth sacrificing the entirety of the economy for a few old people not to die.
But I think part of the fun I've got stakes in the game because my 401k is taking a shit. But I think part of the fun is watching. And this might be just my morbid way of looking at things, is watching the economy struggle and suffer. And I'm not having fun with it, but I mean, I'm not greatly impacted individually either on the scope of things.
Did it not greatly dent you?
It's not hitting me yet. No, I mean, I went to Costco 2 weeks ago and spent $700 on groceries. Which is absurd and ridiculous, but I did that so that I don't have to go back for another month. Yeah, but not everybody can do that. Some, let's see. Yes, sir. Says it's complicated. The world don't invest more on virology tabs, or more or much, and virology labs. Yeah, I think Well, and Trump backed out a lot of shits. He pulled and shot his load all over the chest of America when it came to like virus prevention. And you know that news is coming out, but at the same time, I think the measures that we're taking in terms of like the mitigation part of it, where we're trying to like flatten the curve and make it less impactful to the healthcare industry
on the
is appropriate.
medical.
But in the same sense, I think there's certain parts of the country that aren't getting hit as hard that could probably still function.
That's
But
the reason it needs to be on a
parts-
case-by-case basis. It's
Right.
a states' rights situation, and it should be down to the city. If you're in a city like New York City, where people, tens
Live
of
on
thousands
top
of
of
people are jam-packed into a little
Right.
space, yeah, you need to take some action because it's just a petri dish to make this thing fucking blow up. But you get out here to Idaho, where we've got 1 million people and all of this wilderness,
It's not going to spread as fast.
just
right?
wash your hands. Don't breathe on people.
If you're that scared, wear a mask. You fucking
Washington
pussy.
State, for crying out loud, they banned fishing. I can't think of one other
Wow.
activity that is more socially distant than fishing.
If
Yeah,
you're on a boat
nobody I want to
by
fish with.
yourself, they should leave you the fuck alone.
Well, this is more systemic than that. Maybe we should go back to the fact that when people show up to work sick, or don't come to work sick, we shame them the next day because they called in sick to work. Maybe when people show up to work sick, we should send their dumbasses home.
Yeah.
Or thank them for staying home.
But instead, people show up to work sick, and we're like, "Oh man, what a hard worker to show up here sick." Or they're calling sick to work, and we fucking make fun of them, or they get
It
ripped
depends on
up.
the person. Are they the people that build up 8 hours of sick leave and boom, they call in sick?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
there's so many cunty people who really are shamming. Like, maybe not this, but there's a reason that people get made fun of for calling in sick all the time. And if you're that sick,
Because they do it all the time.
Yeah, there's emails that I'll get that's like so and so isn't coming in today, and it's like, oh well, this is umpteenth email I've got about this particular individual. It's like how much, and we don't at my work we don't accumulate like sick time, we accumulate PTO. So it's like I guess they just don't take vacation because they're eating up all their PTO with sick days.
Or they're taking LWAP, leave without pay.
Yeah, there's that too.
But that'll really fuck you in the end.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't understand people's desire to do that.
Because you could fall under being a full-time employee, lose your benefits, depending on what outfit you work for.
Mhm.
If it's seniority based, you didn't show up for work for 8 hours and it was unpaid, that's taken away from your seniority.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean there's all sorts of things that factor into, and that, you know, and that's the other thing I think that's going to get probably reevaluated by the country as a whole. I guess we're starting to see how much of an impact the
Rum is or whiskey's having.
yeah.
I was going to comment on it earlier, but I didn't want to make you self-conscious. Good job, Ward. Way to get inside your own head.
Yeah.
But seriously, you see her, New York City, Los Angeles, they're petri dishes. You've got some of the scuzziest people in all of America, and they're sleeping on top of each other.
Let them get sick and die. Let them go.
Because they chose to live there?
Oops. Why would you want to live around that many people anyway?
I wouldn't.
20%
and I
of
don't.
police in New York are sick. That bad. Wow.
But it's not that serious, Chris. Those people won't get sick and die.
Yeah, they're probably not going to die. Most people are asymptomatic.
Oh, okay. I've seen one headline of one police officer in the entire nation dying of COVID.
I've seen healthcare workers dying. But they're right on the front lines. I think healthcare workers are
Exposed every second of their job. They should be washing their hands more.
That was their choice. They chose to get into that profession.
This headline just showed up on my new tab. Treasury orders Trump's name printed on all relief checks. Well, we're depositing, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Are they? Yeah, I was going to say, are there even checks? Is that how
one
that's
of the
going?
things that one of the things we'll have for this Thursday? The Florida said that WWE is a essential business. Did you see that, Chris?
I did. $18.5 million from the super PAC that Linda McMahon controls was donated to something in Florida that made that happen.
Yeah.
God bless him. I wish I had that kind of money.
Isn't that Trump's signature? My green screen's fucking it up, but
no, that's his heart monitor. Fucking, what am I gonna do?
So with WWE being, is it WWE or is it what is it now?
It's WWE, yeah.
Okay.
Wrestling Entertainment.
With them being, what did you say?
They're essential.
Yeah. They're essential. Is the audience essential though?
No audience still. But the wrestlers are, so they can go live still every week.
They're running after the American dream. I think that there's some truth to that statement.
If they're going to LA and New York to follow their American dream?
No, the coronavirus deal. Or is he talking about? Are you talking about wrestling, or are you talking about like the?
I don't think he's talking about wrestling.
You never know.
We'll find out.
The American dream is not professional wrestling.
I think a lot of people's American dream is.
When I was like 8 or 9. I ended up being a really small person.
That was before Chris Benoit went all right and murdered his family.
God, you were close.
Whose signature is that?
That's Donald Trump's signature.
Whose?
Trump.
Yeah, boy.
There are too many swirls. That's
told you.
RUMP. That doesn't work. That is worse than my signature, and my signature is trash.
That's a ping file, so I can put his signature on anything I want now.
Oh.
Now you just need his routing number.
Now you've sent it live on the internet, so you probably shouldn't do that.
The Secret Service does consider that a threat.
Yeah. Here I go. If there's anybody listening to our show right now, it's the Secret Service.
Good to know you, Ward. You should finish that bottle.
That is his heartbeat. Yes, I made the same joke I did.
Oh, no. The man doesn't have a heart.
If we've learned one thing from this show is that even the Secret Service doesn't listen to it.
They will as soon as we threaten the life of the president.
Donald Trump had a heart until he gave it to Stormy Daniels.
Oh.
And then she wouldn't let him buy it back.
He coughed it up her butt when he gave her the analingus.
That's his heartbeat.
It's very nice.
You see what's in the middle there?
Ivanka.
I didn't even see a T in that signature.
When he said he would date his daughter. What a fucking weirdo.
I wouldn't even date his daughter.
I love my daughter more than anything, but I wouldn't date her.
You're not from Alabama.
This is true.
Neither is Trump.
You might as well be.
Oh, Jesus.
Trump was probably born in Canada anyway.
Trump.
Probably on a weekend outing. Or it came from a weekend outing, like a croquet. They were playing croquet.
Oh, man.
Him for money. Yeah.
But he doesn't have any money.
No, not at all.
He just fucking loses money.
He's a little bit of money now that he's president. He at least gets paid from that.
Doesn't he donate that all to one of his charities?
No. I guess.
He has money, but it's like
the check from
America is also in debt by however many bajillion dollars.
Trillions.
Yeah. What does that even mean, though? What is it like? Are we even in debt?
I don't know. We owe most of it to China, and they lied about their COVID numbers.
Right.
So
Who's impacted by
That would be.
Sorry, to file bankruptcy with China?
If Trump was just like, yeah, you guys, you fucked the pooch on this one. We're just not. We don't owe you any money.
We're going to call that
bad.
I think we owe most of our debt to our own Federal Reserve, and that's never been audited ever. So
I would shut
they just
that
print
down
money.
too.
Don't worry about that.
But don't worry, the IRS will audit you making $50,000 a year. Don't worry about that.
The IRS has actually said that it's so hard to go after rich people that they only go after poor people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they can do that, and they can nickel and dime the American people for millions at the back end. But
taxation is theft, people. If you learn nothing else from this podcast, taxation is theft.
That's a fact. You never truly own anything.
Nope.
Even when you own the ground that you live on, they still tax you for owning it.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah, I mean it's heartbreaking because I pay, I don't know, I think we pay like almost $4,000 a year for our property. But it's worked into my mortgage
homeowner's exemption?
Even it's like 32, but I round up. I don't care if we're close to 3. I still round up.
With the homeowner's exemption?
Yeah.
Dude,
I have a swimming pool.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yes, they are very tax.
Yeah.
My property taxes are just covered in my rent, which goes up every year. So.
Yeah, I was a landlord for a while, so we always raised rent prices, and it was always a headache because it was like, because property taxes are going up. Sorry, I mean it's what it is.
Yeah,
but I mean we always tried to be pretty fair with our rent increases.
It's the cheapest, favorite aunt. It's the cheapest.
What happened?
Lori must be watching.
Really?
She sent me a text.
oh, she's got to post a comment in the chat.
So she made fun of me for my beer.
No, Rolling Rock is oftentimes cheaper than Henry's, but I like Henry's a lot. I'm a big fan of Henry's now.
I just like being drunk, and it doesn't matter what I'm drinking.
Henry's has a good flavor.
Oh yeah.
Mara went in the toilet again. It might become a regular thing.
Oh, congratulations. That's a milestone. I remember there was an episode of the original Basement Boys way back in like 2008 where my 2-year-old we had what was called a potty reward board. Wow. Where he got a sticker for every time he went to the bathroom, made a deuce or a 1 in the toilet.
That's how you have to do it. It's fun at first, and then it's like, wow, I really like not being covered in my own shit and piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I never did it, because I like that.
He's covered in it now.
Yeah.
And then you grow up, and it's like, I would really like to get shit or pissed on. It's not mine.
God damn it.
What is the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
I thought you were going gender there for a minute.
Honestly, there is no difference.
The difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean is Trump has never had a Russian garbanzo bean on his face. That changes with every president. You have to change it so it fits the current.
Fits the role of the.
So Obama was never have a manly garbanzo bean.
Yeah.
On his face.
Well, he's actually just never had a chickpea on his face. His husband does that for him.
So to what extent do you think Biden is going to be utilizing
Bernie? Well, Bernie's such a fucking sellout. What a piece of shit.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I'll back Biden. I don't care. I'll give him my endorsement. Why?
It doesn't matter, you guys. It does not matter.
Trump's gonna win.
Trump
It does
wins.
not matter. The reason
Trump won already.
the reason why the Democrats go with who they go for in the second term, same with Republicans. They choose a fucking lame ass to go against him in the second half. Like they don't care if Biden wins. The Democrats don't even give a shit about it. They'll give his support, but they're not gonna give everything that they would have given, because whoever speaks at the DNC, they'll have some speaker at the DNC. That person's going to be the person who runs in the next 4 years. They'll have some.
Put Hillary up again.
No. Listen.
It'll be Cuomo.
They're going to have some young speaker come up and talk at the DNC. He's going to give an amazing speech, or she, maybe, probably not. He's going to give an amazing speech at the DNC. That asshole is going to be who runs in 4 years when Trump has to leave and Mike Pence is fucking running or whatever. Like
Mike Pence won't run.
It's the same fucking thing every 8 years. And in between that, they have some lame duck asshole like Biden who runs.
It's because he rapes, Yasir. That's why he creeps you out. He rapes.
John Kerry, the Democrats never gave a fuck about John Kerry. He was never going to win that race. That was never going to happen.
You know the Democrats have herd immunity to sexual harassment now?
Yeah, sure.
The Republicans never gave a fuck about Mitt Romney. It was never going to happen.
That was right after his stroke.
Oh,
that we didn't hear about.
The point is, my point is that every president who's in there gets to serve 8 years, and then it's going to change again. The next
unless
president
you're Bush Senior.
Yeah, I mean that was just a couple years ago, right? Oh no, that was forever ago. Oh, okay.
It ended in 92. That wasn't that long ago. I was 13.
How old are you?
Don't worry about it.
40.
Yeah, I'm 40 now.
That's because he has dementia. If
It's like
Biden were to win, his vice president would be the one we're looking at to lead us for the next 3 years.
1992 was a long time ago. That's the thing.
Even if Biden picked Bernie as a running mate, they both die before the end of 8
He
years.
wouldn't pick Bernie as a running mate. He's going to pick a woman.
He already said he's going to pick a woman. He's not going to pick Bernie.
Oh, he's going to pick a woman again? God damn it.
Look, man, if anyone had a chance,
Women more than Ward.
if anyone, look, you guys, if anyone had it, I'm looking at this as as a sports point of view. If anyone had a chance to win, it was Hillary if she would have picked Bernie as a running mate. Because at least all of those fucking hot-headed Bernie supporters would have been like, well, fuck it. At least our guy's in the ticket. And they would have voted. But that didn't happen. She went and chose fucking Kane? Like who? That's why the main party used to select the other guy. Reagan chose Bush Sr.
Ugh.
Even goddamn Obama chose Biden. He was somebody who ran against him.
And Kennedy took LBJ.
Right. Well, yeah. And
South.
But now, actually, in who ruined this, it was actually John McCain. John McCain's who ruined it. He picked Sarah Palin. Why? Why would you pick her? If John McCain would have taken Mitt Romney or even Mike Huckabee at the time, maybe he would have.
The Masked Singer that sings, what'd she sing on The Masked Singer?
Who?
Sarah Palin.
She was on The Masked Singer?
Good
Yeah, she sang "I Like Big Butts" or something like that.
Jesus.
That's awesome. Is that true? Or is that your fucking Crown Royal talking?
No, my kids tuned me into it. I'll find it here.
I have DuckDuckGo as well.
I don't think we'll ever see. I mean, we'll see it in our lifetime, but I think it'll be a really long time before we see a president not serve his 2 terms. I think it'll be a really long time before we see, after those 2 terms, we see the same party keep power. Like after Trump, it will be a Democrat. It'll be a Democrat for 8 years, and then it'll be a Republican again. That's how it's gonna be. That's just the way it is now.
I'm still surprised that with especially how polarized it is now, why a third party can't step in and get some cash and make a serious run at the presidency.
It's because the third. I actually do have some reasoning for that. It's because the third parties can't get their shit together either. Like the strongest third party for the longest time was the Libertarian Party, but even they're
about as centrist as you can get.
Right, but even they have so much split in their party that like they can't get behind one guy. So then you throw in the Constitution Party, then you throw in the Green Party, then you throw in like
Jill Stein, Dr. Jill.
Yeah.
You get a couple of folks that are
down
the middle of the road. They don't want to take anything away from you. They don't want to tax you anymore. They just want it to be pretty much business as usual. Let us all do whatever we want because liberty. Fuck yeah.
Well, what if like the Constitution Party would have like, because a lot of people who are in the Constitution Party used to be libertarians. What if they would have just stuck around with the Libertarian Party? Maybe they'd have a little more power, but nope, they don't do it. They just they split so badly and.
Yeah, everybody wants their own little slice of whatever.
Yes, sir. Is the Russian plant, right?
What's that?
What happened to
Tulsi Gabbard?
I'd say
the Russian plant.
I'd say it's her acne scars that did her in.
Oh, that's rough.
I thought it was because she looked like a Native American.
I met her in Hawaii.
Did you?
Yeah, she's a great person. I would have voted for her. I don't agree with her entirely politically, but I'd have voted for her over anybody else.
On the acne scars because they showed up on the picture.
But Chris, do you remember those days where we used to not agree 100% with the person we were voting for? Like that used to be a thing, but I don't know what happened. Like,
no, you have to agree 100%, and even if you don't agree, you're gonna agree. Like you're gonna double down.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. And actually, I think that started with Obama because I know a lot of people who like joked around and made their Facebook names like blah 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 Hussein blah 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 because like they just were doubling down so hard on Obama, and it was like, stop it. You're okay. It's okay to disagree. Look, you guys.
Well, it bled heavy into the Trump campaign.
In 2008 and 2012, mostly in 2008, I was a Ron Paul guy. Big time. That was my guy. Ron Paul. There's a lot of stuff that Ron Paul says, though, I don't agree with. Because you don't have to agree with everything your candidate agrees with. You don't have to. You're actually allowed to take different things from a platform and be like, well, I don't care about that so much because they're the president. They're not supposed to have absolute power. So you don't have to agree with everything.
Right.
But the people for Obama and then Trump just fucking doubled down. They agree with everything that each one of those guys said.
There are definitely some people.
Yeah. I mean, they're grabbing even harder by the pussy.
What's too bad?
I mean, that's what it amounts to. I mean, you can't throw reasonable arguments at this point to any of the Trump voters because they come at it from the standpoint of, oh, you're just a fucking libtard.
Well, and then what about the
not libtard? I just have like a reasonable expectation of my fucking.
And then what about the Bernie people too? I mean, a ton of people who are Bernie people who I don't want to have a conversation with because because if you disagree with them, you're a racist, I guess. Like it doesn't make sense. Like,
the bottom line is that they have it so polarized now that we are just arguing amongst ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I blame white women.
Don't run anything. and they are supposed to be representing us.
Yeah.
And none of them do.
Yeah.
And no matter how much we talk, none of them will ever be voted out.
No.
No, Obama's got not Obama. Trump's got a second term coming.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And
I honestly believe that Bernie could have beat Trump. I think
I do too.
Bernie could have swayed enough people, but the DNC won't let it happen because he's too progressive.
He
Right.
runs as an independent. He's
Also,
in the
But
House,
he's only gonna take votes from the Democrats.
But also, I don't think the DNC didn't want to put that much risk in there either. I really do believe the DNC and the Republican Party, for the second term of whoever is in office, will choose whatever piece of shit's out there just to run a campaign, just to make it look like they're doing their end. Like,
There has to be something more than that. Because they could have run Bernie and had an honest chance at the presidency.
Yeah, I think there's enough people that could get behind Bernie at this point.
And as Yasir is saying here, that is my opinion 100%. The president is a figurehead. He doesn't make policy. He doesn't spend our money. That's Congress. Congress fights among themselves and passes up to him. If he vetoes it, Congress can overturn that. The president is just a talking head, and we picked the worst.
yeah.
It is a huge mistake.
Yeah, of all the people, he's like the most he's a fucking petulant child, basically.
Honey boo boo of presidents.
A failed businessman,
That's perfect.
a TV personality.
But we haven't had a good president since Eisenhower.
I didn't vote for Obama, but Obama wasn't that bad. He was very well spoken.
He was
And
wildly.
he just was a figurehead.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing crazy happened while Obama was president.
Well, they got Osama.
It was business as usual.
They got Obama bin Laden.
Obama bin Laden.
I mean, Osama. Did you see that one a couple days ago where he was 3 years with 3 wives? He probably called those Navy SEALs himself.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well, it's not. It didn't seem like, what was that? 2011, running right up on re-election year. Hey, just want to let you guys know we got him.
We got him.
We got Osama.
We got him. Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
Why are we still there? Oh, because your buddies are making money. No
But
problem.
that's how it all goes. Now we've got COVID, and we don't want to be able to. Trump doesn't want us to be able to vote by mail.
Right. Yeah. I
I
mean,
ordered my ballot, even though it doesn't count for shit.
well, you got to pretend it does, though, right?
You can vote against Thera.
I can.
God, she's awful.
Terrible.
I've met
Thera
her.
Stevenson.
I've met her. She's awful.
She doesn't even
She is
live
awful.
in the
Person,
state of
she
Idaho,
does fucking
let
suck.
alone our county. She lives in Asotin County in the state of Washington. She has a P.O. box. in
She's also a
County.
bitch.
Yeah, and a terrible
met her.
representative.
Yeah,
She
I've met
lives
her.
in Idaho, but she's running in, or she lives in Washington, but she's running in Idaho.
Because she has a P.O. box over here.
Oh, fuck her.
Oh, man.
And hasn't she won like fucking the last 3 times she's run?
Let me post this up here.
This might be her second term she's running on now. Maybe third. Yeah.
Is she running on her badass hairdo?
Oh yeah. She was one of those ones that I was a delegate for Ron Paul, and she was like angry that they didn't have stricter rules on being registered to run for to vote.
She's from goddamn Palo Alto, California.
Oh, neat.
She went to school in Boston with an English and another in Spanish. Those are her degrees.
With the degree in Spanish?
Yeah, she's got a master's in Spanish literature from New York University and a PhD in Latin American literature from the University of Washington.
Well, good for her. That's sure special.
She's also a pilot.
I don't know. The more things you add to your roster that are expensive, the less I have any fucking appreciation for what you're doing. It's like, I don't know. I feel like if anything that you're doing or anything that you accomplish happens to cost a lot of money to be able to do, then fuck you.
Oh shit! I did vote for her. Do you know why? Because she was running against Bob Blakey. I fucking hate Bob Blakey. I don't think I hate any politician more than I hate Bob Blakey. He's such a piece of shit.
I've seen him come up in the polls before, and I voted against him. I probably checked her box before, too, if I'm being serious. There's people that I check the box for that I don't know what their fucking stance is.
Yeah, because I don't like the person they're running against.
Because I don't. Yeah, exactly. Which is sad.
I should have written my on that one, too. I got 17 votes in the last election in various different fucking places because I wrote myself in. Like, I can't vote for somebody who's not running against anybody. I don't like it.
Maybe what I need to start doing is I say this as a 40-year-old man who's had almost half a bottle of Crown.
Ford's gonna die tonight.
I need to start researching.
Kill him with the COVID.
I need to start researching who I vote for a little bit more to see if I align.
No, you should just listen to me.
Okay.
Who do we vote for then? Tell us who to vote for.
I got that in a text message from my aunt.
Who do we vote for?
I don't know how to share this with on the other.
Who do we vote for then, Rick?
Aaron von Erlinger.
Erlinger.
He's the one running against Thera.
Yeah, because
he is 100% pro-life, 100% pro-guns, and 100% pro-Trump.
But he's not Cyrus.
That's what he says.
This guy?
No.
You got to vote for that guy.
He's a white guy.
Oh,
those are Crown Royal guys. What that was?
That was the outfit that Edwardo needs to be wearing, according to listener/stalker Lori K.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you?
Girl there.
My uncle used to say this all the time, and as I get older, I've started to agree with him on it. My uncle votes. If you ask him, or if you ask him about his political point of view or whatever, he just goes, "Vote anti-incumbent." That's it.
That is a really smart thing to do. Keep them
And
fresh.
The older I get, the more I go. I just look at that ballot and I see who's in office, and I go,
yeah, no,
fuck them.
Fuck them.
They get comfortable. They get comfortable. Look at Nancy Pelosi.
A really good standpoint to have.
Yeah, and it's not a bad point of view, honestly.
Well, in that second term, they get more quote unquote bullshit accomplished than the first term.
Since Trump has been president, no one has accomplished anything.
Yeah,
nothing has been accomplished.
Right, but if he gets a second term, it's like fucking all deals are off. He's gonna fucking try to sweep in all sorts of shit. Roe versus Wade's gonna go out.
No, because
I don't have a personal standpoint on any of the things that
the House is gonna get more Democrats, and we're gonna have even more gridlock. Nothing is going to be accomplished.
Yeah, he'll be lame duck, right? Like he'll be a lame duck.
He'll take more golf vacations than he is now. And he's already topped Obama's 8 years. So,
which was one of his criticisms of Obama, by the way.
Oh yeah, they're tweets. We've seen the tweets.
Oh yeah, he's the leader of the birther movement.
Yeah,
His first and worst mistake was
questioning birth certificates.
implanting his kids in his administration. No one should ever do that.
Yeah,
This isn't your hotel company. This isn't your golf course company. This is the government of the United States of America, and you're a fucking embarrassment, dude. With that, we've been live 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm about to call it a night, guys.
Keep talking. I got a few more things.
Well, you can keep talking, but I'm leaving.
Fire him up. Let's rapid fire him.
Hang on.
Better do it. I've seen that look in Rick's eyes.
Yeah.
Rick, I like that hat tonight, by the way.
I wore this hat many times.
No, it looks good. I like
Thank
it.
you.
It looks different in your basement.
I'm very brown today.
You are. What could Brown do for you? I actually saw a funny bit on Family Guy with Cleveland. He got a job at the USPS, and he's like, "What can Brown do for you?" And he's like, "Actually, if I say that, I could lose my job."
Yeah, no shit. Even though Cleveland is brown.
And his last name is Brown.
His last name is Brown.
That's like a triple entendre.
Yeah. That's a good show still.
Please too.
Edwardo, what are you kicking out here, buddy?
Oh, give me 2 seconds. Keep talking. Well, a little more than 2 seconds.
How about you roll that outro and we save it for the next show?
It's not worth
the crown, and he's fucking lit.
It's definitely not worth. Hold on.
If it's not worth saving, it's not worth doing.
Oh, Chris, that's good. I like that. I think that's going to be the motto for this show.
And then we'll be like, well, there was nothing worth saving, so we're not going to do this one. Peace out.
Okay, I'm almost there.
That's what
Don't tell me that. It looks like you're jerking off in the video, man. Come on. I'm almost there. Well, don't run it too fast because I'm going to go get another beer now. And jerk off in private.
Thank you.
I'm almost there.
Where's the silly?
There it is. Was it worth it?
No.
Is that your face?
No. Yeah, I think so. That's his O face.
Yeah, that's my face.
That's what he makes it there. Jesus.
Or did I order you to order that outfit?
My dad sent me a picture the other day with a
of his O face?
No, with a coronavirus or with a Crown Royal pouch as his coronavirus mask.
Ah.
Very
I
nice.
don't think I could get away with that at work.
Be better off with a panty on your head.
All right, I'm gonna run the precious fucking outro.
Well, you better take point too.
Here we go. Hold on.
We don't like to see your engineer stuff.
I'm doing it like 3 sheets to the wind.
This has been the Time Spent Poorly program, and our host/engineer is 3 sheets to the wind.
Moving
We'll
his
call him
all over the place.
Captain Happy Pants because he was also jerking off live on camera.
Taking another drink.
Thanks for showing up, Derek. You didn't even know it was going to happen. Now we're going to Google Calendar that stuff. Hudds, rocking it. Loved your library.
We got to throw a thanks out to Yasser, who offered a lot of.
Hells to the all the way from Morocco. I'd be surprised or interested in hearing how he found us.
That's what
Where am I? I don't even know how I got here. It's the fucking
fact that
Twilight Zone.
Yes.
I like Yassir. He's fun.
We've got a Patreon over at patreon.com/timespentpoorly. Our website you can find at timespentpoorly.com.fun or tspn.fun. YouTube.com/timespentpoorly. Facebook is it's basically Time Spent Poorly Network, and so is Instagram. And then you can find all of us at TSPN Media, Derek on TSPN, and Hudds Magruder on TSPN at Twitter.
Sounds good.
Does that sound all right to everybody? Everybody, thumbs up. All right.
Thanks for coming.
Hang around for just 2 seconds, guys, and I'll end the broadcast now.
I love you all.
Bye-bye.